Congratulations. I understand you decided to sell your house. So I have some tips for you on what you should do next. My name is Jim Leonick. I'm an attorney. I handle real estate closings among many other things. Today, I'd like to give you some tips on getting your house ready to sell. So the first thing you need to decide, number one, is are you going to sell it yourself or are you going to hire a realtor? You can sell your house for sale by owner. There are websites to do that. They have materials, signs, and all of that good stuff. And you should interview some realtors and then make a decision. Sell it yourself or hire a realtor. There are advantages and disadvantages to both. You have to decide that for yourself. So next item is homework. You have some homework to do. What does that mean? If you hire a realtor, you can use them as a resource and ask them to look at your home and give you some tips on how you can make it the most appealing it can be to potential buyers. If you don't have a realtor, you can go online, Google different ways to make your house more appealing by bringing current paint colors into the mix, putting houseplants around, reducing clutter, and various things like that. Another thing you can do that's very important and not many people do is to have your attorney involved in the process early on, before you have a buyer for the house. So what would I do? I would have you give me copies of your survey, of your deed, if you have a title policy. We would research the certificates of occupancy, that's your approvals from the local building department that you have, to see if there are any issues that could cause problems along the way, and this way we can work on them before you're in contract with a buyer. Next thing you need to do is advertise your house. So if you have a realtor, they'll do that. If you're doing it by owner, you have to figure out various ways to do that on the internet, street signs, local advertising and such. Once you have an offer, what do you do next? Well, next you have to evaluate those offers. So what do I mean by that? You have to compare offers. If you have someone who is willing to buy your property and they offer, let's say they offer the full price. Okay, so if we have a number of people offering the same price, you have to compare apples and oranges. If someone has something that they have to sell and they have to get a mortgage, that's not as good a prospect for you as someone who's going to come in with all cash, doesn't have anything to sell, and is ready to close as soon as possible on your house. So we can assist you with evaluating that. Besides the offer, what else do you have to do? You have to hire an attorney. Hopefully you've hired us early on. Then we prepare a contract and send it to the buyer's attorney for them to review to get the process started. After you go through the process, which will be the subject of another video, last but not least, if the buyer has financing, once they're approved for their financing, then we start clearing the file to close and you get ready to go to closing. So those are the 5 major steps in getting your house ready to sell. The last step is to see what you have to do to clear the house out. I had a client talk about that the other day. She has no idea where to start. 50 years worth of belongings, her kids' things. So there are people that can help you organize, auction things, donate things, and clear the house out to get it ready to sell. I'm Jim Leonick. I'm happy to be your real estate attorney. Please give us a call. Thanks.